Hello and welcome to the Saturday MP Show, episode number 28, being recorded mostly live, semi-live, January 15th, 2024. This is a show that helps you ship secure, high-quality software faster. I'm your host, Chris, and today we're going to try and upgrade the Saturday Morning Productions website from, I guess I could bring that up here. From Rails 6.1 to Rails 7. So, whoops, why didn't it, there we go. So yeah, this is just a company website mostly for my consulting. We're looking to add some more stuff to it, but it's a pretty basic site. It just has a couple pages, pretty much static pages. It's got this integration with Calendly. If you want to book a consult with me, go ahead. And yeah, that's pretty much it on the site. So there's not a lot going on, but I did try to update this a couple weeks ago, and it turned into a real gong show. I actually tried to record a video of it too, but I got stuck and frustrated, and the video went on and on and on. So hopefully I learned my lesson that I actually need to end the videos at appropriate times. So, and I encountered most of the issues I encountered was with the fact that Webpack is no longer the default for Rails 7, and I tried to get off of Webpack, and that just I ran into troubles and difficulties trying to do that. So, and then there's this import maps or something like that. So, yeah, let's, what's going on here? All right, so, I lost my mouse. There we go, that's back. All right, so yeah, so let's just try. I think today's video will probably my guess is we'll get up to maybe step 4. That's a good time to end it. Well, we'll see. We'll try to keep this video. I try to keep the videos within half an hour to an hour, which is probably even too long. I know YouTube people, well, I don't know, is YouTube the video platform where people watch longer ones? Because isn't TikTok like 10 seconds or something? So yeah, let's try this. All right, my mouse is freaking out on me. Okay, so that's the basic plan. So we'll see if we can get up to steps. This is kind of the general upgrade plan you should take too for Rails or for anything. Is the first couple steps at least is make sure everything works. Make sure you're on the latest framework that you're going to upgrade, like patch version. So there's like 6.1.x, whatever X is. Make sure you're on the latest version of that, the patch version. I think there's a couple unused gems I found that I can remove, and that just makes upgrading easier. So gems are Ruby's third-party libraries. So if you're doing like a node, you'd want to remove any NPM packages or anything like that. And then we'll just update everything to the latest version of 6.1 and make sure everything works. Oh, I guess, yeah, Rails patch. Did I put the same thing in twice? I guess maybe I did. So we'll see. Maybe I put the same thing in twice. But basically, just make sure everything's upgraded to the latest version before we do this upgrade. And then, so we'll probably get to here. Well, we'll see. And then maybe we'll update to Rails 7. And I think when I update this time, I'm not going to try to remove Webpack or anything. I'll just continue to use it and then maybe phase it out over the next couple of videos or something like that. So yeah, well, let's just see how it goes. So, all right, so let's get this out of the way. And one other thing too, if you like these videos, I set up a GitHub sponsors account, so you can find it at github.com under SaturdayMP. I think I'll probably put it in the show notes, and then you just click the sponsor button, and there you go. You can, if you like the videos, feel free to throw a one-time or a monthly payment. That would be much appreciated. You can also, do the usual click like, subscribe, all that stuff, or just probably the best thing is just to share it with somebody. If you find it useful, just share it with somebody else, and hopefully they'll benefit from it too. All right, where's not that one. I want my actual website. There we go. So we'll work in Visual Studio Code because we're going to be doing lots of changes to the Docker files. And if I work in JetBrains likes to try to kind of create separate Docker files in the background, and I find that just makes it hard to do an upgrade if I'm doing lots of changes to gems or anything like that. So first thing is, let's just make sure everything works. So let's just build it, and then we'll run it. I think I built this before. I don't know. Hopefully this, I should have the images downloaded so they won't take too long. And I might have to pause this because I don't know what the heck's going on with my mouse here. It's just freaking out all over the place. Let's see if that helps. Okay. Oh, I did oh. Huh. I wonder. Alright, I'm going to pause this for a sec. Sorry, I usually try not to pause these videos, but I got to fix this mouse issue. So hold on for 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. So I just recently, well, it looks like it's working good. I just recently moved my office around, and I don't know, maybe that USB port wasn't very good that my mouse was plugged into. So we're trying a different USB port, see if that, I don't know, seems like it's working. Okay, see, that fixes it. I kept getting the little doot 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 Windows noises that indicated like something was disconnecting and reconnecting, or like when you plug something in. So okay. There we go. So yeah, for those that don't watch my videos before, like these are mostly live, so you're gonna see screw ups and stuff like that. So I kind of hope inspires others to see that software development isn't like 15 minutes while I create a Rails app, because you know that's all that someone's nicely edited and highly rehearsed video is. We don't do a lot of rehearsal around here. Maybe we should do some more. But anyway, okay. So Docker Compose, the build is done. Let's run it. I'll just make sure all the tests and everything pass here. Oh yeah, and all the gems and stuff are. So at the beginning of the Docker file, one of the first things I do is there's a startup script that'll check if all the npm packages and the gems are installed. So let's first of all just do Rails test. We do have one flaky test. I don't know, for some reason the test will fail every once in a while. I don't know why. So because we only have 3 tests, so I'll have to figure that out. It's one of those things that's just been low in my priorities, and yeah, just never got around to it. I have another fellow help me with this website, a neighbor, high school kid, and he's been able to figure it out. So on the plus side, the mouse seems a lot better. Maybe that USB port was just no good. So all right, so oh yeah, right. So some of this upgrade, we have to get rid of some of these things. Well, we'll deal with that later. The depreciated ones. Run the tests here. And this is, so I don't do a lot of active development on the website. Okay, good, they all passed. There's a 3 there. But it's still good just before it's kind of a habit I've gotten into. Just before I do any major work, unless I've been like yesterday I'd worked on the website, but I haven't touched the website in like a week or 2, just to run all the tests, run the linters, just make sure everything like locally is set up. I don't have any uncommitted changes, anything weird like that, because I've been burned by that before. We start working on something and you realize like, oh, the tests weren't passing, or I made a change, but I didn't realize like I made a change a month ago and just never committed it, and it was causing issues. So we use standard as our linter, which is a great linting tool, and we use sorbet for type checking. So I think these are all passed. Okay, so it looks good, and we'll just run it once just to make sure. There we go, web. So I got to figure out a way to show, I wonder if there's a way to show the browser in this window somehow. That's a little... Can you have a browser window in... It'd be nice if there was a browser window, Visual Studio. I wonder if that's a plugin or something. All right, so here we go. Because usually I just have two monitors open. Host 3000, but it doesn't work so great for the video. So take a minute or two for the first time it runs. I don't know why that is. A passenger starting up or caching something? Okay. Yeah, it all looks like it works. Right. Don't need any of those. Like the pages look like they'll work. Okay, so great. Step 1 on our checklist, make sure website works, is done. Where did my checklist go? There we go. Check. So let's make sure we're on the latest Rails patch. I guess like 2 and 4 are probably going to be the same thing. So, where's my gem file? Oh, no. Gem file. And let's open up the gem file.lock. Okay. So if we go look for Rails, probably up at the top here somewhere. Oh, there we are. So we're on 6176. And if I go look Rails releases, six one seven three 74. Oh, there we are. 617. Is there a better way to view the releases here? I thought there was a better website. Maybe they have a change log I can look at. It looks like we're on pretty much the latest version, so that's good. Yeah, I guess this is it. 6176. So I think we're, yeah, 6176. Okay, cool. So it looks like we're on the latest version of Rails. That's great. Patch number 2 checked off. All right, so I think there was, yeah, the unused gem or 2. So sometimes I don't remove old libraries when I do an update, and sometimes I do. It just depends on what the problem is. But the one, oh, I did make a note of which one I wanted to do. Okay, so first of all, we can get rid of these commented out stuff. We still use the inline SVG. We use JBuilder, Webpacker, all that stuff. Sorbet. Oh, right. We don't use this web console, so that we can get rid of. That's just development, so it doesn't really matter. I think there was one place that was called that I'll have to clean up. Okay, so it does look like I use most of these. Turbolinks. Oh yeah, we don't use this JBuilder either. I'm pretty sure we don't. Okay. Okay, so what did I remove there? Let's just double check. I don't think github.com, SaturdayMP examples. So we look at the Rails 6.0 template. We don't have a 6.1 template here. If we look at the gem file, does it have? Oh, I did put that in there. Why? Why did I put that in there? Let's see. Maybe Rails added that. Where's the blame? Oh, there's blame. Okay. Oh, I probably just double quoted it. So I don't know what that is. Maybe that is a default Rails one. I just noticed I never use this, so I don't think I need it. Initializers. Because where was that one? Where was it called? It's maybe one of the environment files here. Oh yeah, the allowed IPs. So I'm pretty sure I didn't use this. So if anything, I use mostly the debugging gems, like the review ID debug gem. Should I leave? Yeah, add Rails template. So it was way back when I created this site, but this was like a Rails 4 application at first, I think. Well, we could. Oh, yeah, it's probably better to get rid of something that we don't use. So let's get rid of that. And then in the here, we don't need this. There we go. So let's reinstall those gems and then we'll clean it. Bundle. Everything should be installed. Bundle, clean, so we can. I can force the removal of old gems. Oh, I had a bunch of old gems in there apparently. Maybe I was doing some other work. Because I'm in a Docker container, you might not want to do that. Oh yeah, there's from my old attempted upgrade there. You might not want to do that on your application. So let's just make sure everything works. Yeah, that Rails. What did I have in that? I did have a weird line in there that was like, looked like it was a Docker. Oh, maybe I should leave that in there. Let's see. Rails Web Console Docker. Oh, that might be handy. Yeah, you have to enable the... Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to leave it. But okay, we'll update those. Okay, so we're not going to remove any gems. Turned out I lied. There was nothing to remove. Yeah. But we will... Maybe that'll be a video of me trying to get this web console working. Because I'm pretty sure this 172, that's a weird IP address. I wonder if that was supposed to be for Docker. Like, what is my Docker? If I run that, that's going to be a weird... It's usually 178, I think, for Docker IPs. Let's see. Terminal. ifconfig. Yeah. Oh, we're not running. So let's exit this. Bring that up. How come I don't see the how do I don't remember how to see the Docker IP address. Oh, all of the IPCC in the log. Okay. Do I want to deal with this now? I'm getting distracted already. So let's just ignore this problem for now. We will make a note of if we should remove this or not. So let's make a note of that. In my other one. Oh, I should move this over here so people can see. Okay, so that's all done. So the one thing we want to do though is we want to, what's one thing we got checked out here? Oh yeah, we just commented out those commented out. That's fine. So let's update all the gems. So I want to run. And then make sure everything works. We'll update the gems and the npm packages. We'll update. Oh, right. The other thing I was going to check is, do we need... So this will update to the latest version 6. Postgres gem. Cap it at 2. Webpacker, turbo links. Yeah, so some of these, I think we're gonna have to get rid of some of these little tildes. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe after we do the upgrade to 7, we'll have to get rid of some of those. Okay, so it upgraded a bunch of stuff. What did it upgrade? The regex expression parser, sorbet, tests, faker, that's all fine. Nokogiri, bootsnap. So I wonder if we, let's see, again, we don't have any gems in here, but let's see which ones we got. So I'm pretty sure PG is not past 2. So let's go look at the gem, PG gem. Yeah, 1.54, is that the latest version? Yeah, okay. So that one's okay. SAS Rails, I don't... Up to 6. Show all versions. Yeah, they got Rails 6. But yeah, I think this has been depreciated. It's no longer supported. Up to 6 already. And same with Webpacker. So all these betas, but then I'm pretty sure this was it and it was done. So 544, so we should be fine there. Turbo links. Yeah, it looks like this one's been depreciated too. And JBuilder is the most interesting one. So JBuilder 2.11.5. Oh, okay. There hasn't been much happen on this. Okay, so I don't think we need to change any of those. Oh, Bootsnap. Let's check out Bootsnap. Well, this one, yeah, required Ruby version, action view support. Okay. What was I looking at? Bootsnap. That's a lot of downloads. 117. What are we? We're at 1.4. Any reason why we shouldn't update to 117.1? What's the requirements? Ruby 2.6. Okay, so let's try removing this. Let's just put it just like that. That should be fine. Oh, and this listen gem. Oh, it's up to 3.8. So I think we can remove this requirement. Spring watch listener. Man, if possible, I'd love just to get rid of all of these. Passenger, I'll do that later. Okay, let's do bundle update. Let's see if everything still works after we do this bundle update. Okay, great. Let's test. We'll make sure everything works here, and then that will be, yeah. Well, I have to do the npm packages, but then we'll be done step 4, and then we'll probably, I guess if I'll stop this video. Maybe I'll just record another one right away, but we'll see. But I'll stop this video, and then we'll try the Rails 7 upgrade, because I do have to get rid of this auto loading depreciation to get it to work. System. Eagle of Durango. That's awesome. And on standard. Don't think anything. Didn't make any code changes, so I don't think the linter will complain. Oh, okay. We should update the sorbet files though. So before we do that, let's. I guess we can do this. We're on the right branch. What branch? Yeah, upgrade Rails 6 to 7. So let's add both of those. Updated gems. So let's just put that in there. Commit. And now I got to remember how to do the sorbet update. And use tapioca Rails. I think I could just call it init or something like that. What version are they on now? Oh, 11. Yeah, I think if I do tapioca init, it should regenerate everything. So, let's see if that works. I think some of these compiling gems takes a couple minutes. You don't have DALI installed in your application. Oh, do I need it? Oh, you can see on the left all the all the changes that have occurred. So I do like type checking in applications, and I just mostly use Sorbet and to play around in my website so I can use it for clients so I can understand a little better. But yeah, type checking is pretty awesome, I think. I wish Rails just had it, but like Rails 4, maybe that'll have it just by default. Because I know Rails is like one of those languages that I find, or I guess Ruby, but Rails too, as well as one of those languages where it's easy to write something, but it can be very difficult to maintain something. It's very hard to figure out if I delete this, what depends on it? It can be very tricky. And that's when you find a lot of dead code in applications. Probably even my small little website here, just because you can delete something like a view, but you should really clean up all the controllers and the models and everything behind that view, depending on what it does. But there's no real way to link it all. There's no kind of reference count or anything like that. So you just end up, at least in my experience with old Rails applications, just a bunch of code that you're not sure, is this dead or not? Can I do anything with it? And people just get really scared because there's no easy way to tell. You know, theoretically, you know, you should have tests for everything. But yeah, like again, if you just deleted a view, you delete the test for the view, but the test for the controller is still going to pass. So nobody's going to go in there and delete that controller or that helper method that's no longer called. So it can be really tricky to figure out what to remove in a Rails application. I wonder why, because it's interesting, because a lot of times for Basecamp, my understanding is that they rewrote that from scratch. Like when they would do a major upgrade, they would just rewrite the darn thing. And I wonder if that's one of the reasons why. I'm sure there's other reasons, but yeah, Rails is still not very backwards compatible friendly when they do major upgrades. They've gotten better, but still not great. And they're just hard applications to maintain. You can write it, but then, yeah, people trying to figure out dependencies can be real tricky. All right, so whatever is after Rubocop is taking a while. So what can I do aside from just rambling on? We'll get rid of that. Right, yeah, we got to update all this sorbet package. Okay, so after we do this, I think that's it. I think init should run all. I think there's one that it doesn't do. Yeah, I can't remember if there's one other command I need to run after the fact. Yeah, init, get the project ready for type checking. I can't remember anymore. All right, hurry up, whatever you're doing. Yeah, so I think, yeah, so this, assuming this all works, the sorbet gems and everything are updated correctly. Then, yeah. Then we can we'll end this video and then I'll record another one where I actually do the actual upgrade. So yeah, part one for anything is to, no matter what you're upgrading, is make sure everything works and then get yourself to the latest patch before the major or minor upgrade that you're doing. Save yourself some headache. Oh man, it's really thinking about whatever that. Well, I'm curious what that gem is. Does it do it in? Does it do it alphabetical? Just random, maybe? I have no idea. And then the other thing, yeah, I mean, I'll talk about it in the next video, but there is, when you're upgrading a Rails application, there's a pretty useful site that just basically lists all the standard. So if you go to the guides Ruby on Rails, they got general advice about how to do an upgrade, kind of in part one here. And then they have specific upgrades. But I find these release notes aren't great because they don't really mention the fact that like Webpacker is no longer supported and that they've switched from some new JavaScript. Like by default, there's some new, well, yes, Sprockets is kind of a optional dependency. Oh yeah, this is a auto-loading error that I'll have to fix. I guess that's the other thing I should do, remove depreciation warnings. So maybe we'll do that after these. Oh, wait, I saw something move down there. All right. Oh, curious which one it was next. Is it gonna tell me? Where were we stuck at there? Oh, it's parser. I think it was at Robocop or parser. I wonder which one I got stuck at, but it was pretty quick after that. Okay. So if we run SRB now, is everything still gonna pass? Okay, great. And what did it change? Just changed a bunch of the configuration files, it looks like. Let's view that as a tree. Yeah. So let's just do that. Updated sorbet files. Okay. Done. And the last thing we want to do is yarn. It's not update. I think it's upgrade. Oh, I guess we should take a quick look at the packages file too. So here, okay, yeah, so these need to match. This Webpacker needs to match. Bootstrap, yeah, that's fine. Let's just leave all. What version of Turbo links and stuff we're using now? Let's see. Maybe that's the reason we have to lock some of them. Okay, so let's actually split. Split right. There we go. So I don't think we have a bootstrap gem. We just use it all through npm. Okay. Turbo links. Yeah, okay, so Turbo links needs to stay at 521, which it is, it's fine. And then Webpack. We're at 3. Is there a server in here? Is Webpacker the same as Webpack server? Probably not. I wonder if we can get rid of. Let's see. Dev server. Is this it? Webpack dev server? Yeah. Okay, so at the 4. Why wouldn't we update to 4? Would that just break a bunch of stuff? They do have a new version 3.11. Where's their GitHub repo? Homepage. They have a nice changelog. Oh, they do. Let's see. There are some breaking changes. Okay, let's just leave it 3 because I think we're going to get rid of, like, ideally we would get rid of this after we upgrade. So it's just development, so not a big deal. Okay, so let's just upgrade these. So we need to upgrade. All right, there. Let's see. It's a lot harder to read this yarn log file, but take a look to see if we see Babel. I don't even know exactly what that is, but translating something, I'm assuming, based on the Tower of Babel. Yeah, like it didn't look like it updated too much. Okay. All right, so oops, Rails test. Just make sure everything still works, and then we'll run it once, and then we'll commit everything. And I guess the other thing we could do, we put this in the update Rails 6 to 7 branch. We could actually rename this branch. So let's do that while we're waiting. So we'll commit this. We got everything updated. Let's just commit it. And then, no, not push. Where's rename? There we are. Let's just call this like update gems and npm packages. There we go. I think this should fix itself here, I think. Okay, so that's all done. Rails test system. Yeah, okay, there we go. Reflected it there. SaturdayMP. Sorbet. Because I run all these too on my workstation because all these will be run during the automated build. So, okay. Updated npm packages. Okay, so that's all good. Let's push this to. All right, so now that's gonna run the automated build and everything. I guess. I think I showed some of this in the previous one, but maybe, okay, maybe I'll, let's see, because the only problem is I have a neighbor, a high school student, helping me with the website. And if I show GitLab, his name shows up a bunch in there. And I have to block it all out, which is a big pain in the butt, so. So that's okay, I'll just do it anyway. So, there we go. Let's create a merge request. Alright, let's do this. Update gems and npm packages. Updated the gems and npm packages in preparation for Rails 7 upgrade. Sure. Sign me. I don't need to review it. No milestone. Usually I like to do milestones, but for this simple website, and it's just me and one other fellow working on it, we don't bother. So DevOps, or is there dependencies? Oh, update dependencies, look at that. All right. Okay. And that'll run the pipeline. So if we go look at the pipeline, just so people can see, I guess. So even for a simple website, I have all this DevOps set up that will run. I guess I could show everyone. Let's see. Go here. GitLab. There we are. So this is on GitLab, and I was on GitLab because way back in the day, GitLab had free private repositories where GitHub didn't. So that's why I put it on here. Right. So just do some setup, but then we run all the tests. Like we run. Oh yeah, maybe that's something we'll do after I upgrade to Rails 7 is get rid of the requirement to have a database because I don't use it. I thought I might add one in, but I never did. Anyway, so I run the linter, I run sorbet, I run the Rails tests, and then this is just for caching to help speed things up. So So maybe after that's done, we'll wrap up this video. And the next one will be the exciting one where we actually do the upgrade. So it's going to take a minute or two to run that build. I guess I can just leave this here. Well, it's doing its thing. Installing Rails. Yeah, because what are we installing? All the gems. Must be a... Do. I don't know what you're installing next, but it's sure taking a long time. Think faster. So what step is that? I'll probably just installing gems if needed. Oh, there we go. Oh, the SASE, yeah. That takes forever to install for some reason, so I think it has to compile a bunch of stuff. Alright, so yeah, then we'll if there's an existing database, just drop it, test database, and then create one. Oh, that's right. We were gonna fix that depreciation warning. So I wonder if I can fix that now. Okay, so I'll leave this here to. So I think I can fix this auto loading guide. So this is in Rails 7, yeah. I need to wrap it in this. Is what I need to do. So where is that? Oh, this email delivery observer. Right. So speaking of code that I can get rid of, I used to send out emails before I changed it over to environments, initializers. Yeah, before I switched over to Calendly, I used to send out emails. Like clicking that button would send me an email. But I don't send out any emails anymore. So I think I can see, this is where I removed some email features, but not all of them were removed. Or got removed. So if I go look under app, mailers, yeah, like I can get, like I don't, oh yeah, I used to log the messages to a separate log file. Okay, so I don't think I need any of this, so this can just go away. So let's just delete this. Boom. And then if we go to, where's that initial? Config, initializers. Alright, I don't need that anymore at all, because I don't send any emails. I think even in our config, we could probably clean up environments. Oh no, it's probably in the application. Oh no, email logger. Oh, turn off my phone from beeping there. All right, so again, we don't need this. So that can go away. And then oh, I should probably change this to 6.1 too. Okay, let's do that in a separate commit. I think there's a load defaults, but I'm assuming for 6.1. Dang it. And if I go look in production, there's probably Right, like I don't need this anymore. Okay, done. Anything else to do with like Gmail? Oh, how do I get the search to not show? Huh, to limit the files. Oh, I guess view as a tree. Oh yeah, all the sorbet gems show up there. Okay. It's kind of unfortunate. Done, done, done. Removed unused email. Oh, see, I wonder, should this be a separate? Okay, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so let's go back here. And so this passed, great. Everything looks good. So now if I go back to here, I can approve it. Good job, Chris. Oh, the other thing we can check too is it also starts this render. Like brings up the website on render. Oh, right. I need my password. Password is, I can't remember what the password is. Where did I store that in my password manager? Where the heck did I put that? Nope, not there. Oh, there it is. So if you want to watch, there's another video I did where I set up this. Oh, shoot. Where I set up this basic authentication. So you can go watch that if you like. All right, so nope, let's not save that. So yeah, it looks like the website still works. That's great. Contact, like all that's there. We can actually go view the oh, I'd have to log in here. Okay, that's fine. But you could view the actual build and render, and then we can see here, like we ran all the tests, our build, we ran the tests, the linting, all that stuff, so it all passed. So, all right, so that's all good. So, I want to remove that email in this. I think I'll save that for the next video. So, because this is like a nice branch, everything's done, so we can merge it. Boom. That'll kick off another build, and that'll also, in render, it will automatically replace the existing. Once it's done building, it'll build it in render, and then it will replace it with the updated one. So, okay, so let's end the video here, and next time we'll remove that some unused code, because again, that's another thing we'll do sometimes if you're doing an upgrade and you find a bunch of unused code. Removing that unused code and those unused dependencies can just make that upgrade easier because it's stuff you don't depend on. It's usually the libraries, or maybe if you're upgrading like a language and some of the language features changed or are no longer used, and then get rid of that code might be able to help you in that regard. So yeah, anything that you know is unused that you can get rid of is always a good thing. And then finally from a security point of view, a lot of security, well, I don't know about a lot, but some security vulnerabilities are caused by people just having dead code or dead library dependencies that they don't use, but they just don't get rid of. So it just sits there and nobody maintains it or knows what it does, and it gets taken advantage of. So, but yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. If you would be so kind, I would really appreciate it if you could, if you found this video useful, you can, if you're watching this on YouTube or something like that, you can, it doesn't have it here because I'm not logged in, but you can subscribe, you can click the like buttons for the various videos. That would be very much appreciated. And like I said before, if you find these videos useful, just let me know, and or just let other people know, because maybe it'll benefit them. And finally, if you really like what we're doing here, you could click the sponsor button. So you can find it there, and then if you go into any of these repositories, it should show up. Yeah. So I've been slowly enabling in all these repositories. So you can click the sponsor button. If you like the show, just, yeah, either a monthly little contribution would be nice. You can actually enter, you could change the amount. Like we have the suggested amounts, but I think you can just type in whatever you want. Like if you want to donate $12 or whatever. Yeah. So, yeah, I did it all based on binary there. Thought that would be funny. So yeah, and if you have any other constructive feedback, criticisms, or if you have a question you'd like me to answer in a future video, send an email to ask@SaturdayMP.com. That's ask@SaturdayMP.com. And thanks again for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next episode.